Okay, I'm rolling. Buckled in. Steering wheel warm. Let's go. First and foremost, I want to extend a huge thank you very much to all of the people that reached out to me, sent me text messages that know my phone number, of course, or emails, because I have a couple people that send me emails. Or I didn't post anything on Instagram, so I don't know. You can't do everything all at the same time. And if you guys really understood my life, you'd be like, what in the world? How in the world does she do this? Not complaining, not whining, because I thank the Lord for being on this earth for 64 years and sharing it with the husband whom I absolutely adore. The only regret that I have is that I hadn't met him years before. So thank you very much, everyone, for the kind birthday wishes. Got on the scale today, and I'm still 227, which is good, considering that I had the hot wings at the Milwaukee Burger place in Eau Claire, and I know that, generally speaking, they're fried in those suspect oils, but it had not affected me, so that is a good thing. So I'm praising God for that. What's on the agenda today? I am heading to my happy place. I haven't gone in 5 days, to the tanning bed. I love the warmth. It does wonders on what ails me. You know, I would like to be one of those wow success stories on YouTube that said, look at, she's been healed from having this, and now because of carnivore she's 100% healed. I would love to have those stories, but my story has a different twist to it, because I am praising God for the fact that he had led me to doing the carnivore diet, and I can only imagine the pain that I would have continually encountered if not for eating just meat. So some people would say, for example, wow, Jerry fell off the wagon by having those hot wings and the vegetables. There was just a prettiness on the plate. I didn't eat those vegetables, but insofar as my diagnosis since I've been a child, I've always fought it. I've always been, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. And then that part of your body that shuts down and says, oh, little girl, you can't do that. Or you can do it, but instead of taking 5 minutes, now it takes 15 minutes. Wah, wah, wah. Such is life. But I'm happy through it all. I have to remain happy through it all, because if you sweat the small stuff, the big stuff weighs in on you. Last night I got 9 hours of sleep. Phenomenal. I went to bed early. I did the wake up and take Ladybug out, wake up and use the restroom myself, and went right back to bed. Boom, right to the pillow. So that's a good sign. So insofar as what they say about the carnivore diet and sleep, it's a good thing. I had kind of a very vivid dream yesterday about being a small child, almost like I was reflecting back how I was telling you guys in yesterday's video that when I was a child, I couldn't have the birthday cake. I just want to cry right now, because I was having the birthday cake with my sisters and my brother. Oh, it was something. Oh, breathe, Jerry, breathe. Okay, well, I'm going to unchoke my voice right now, continue on, and talk to you guys later after I gain my composure. Until then. So yesterday, I was watching The Five on Fox, and it's the conservative talk show version of Fox with five people, probably the most right-sided as opposed to The View on ABC. Nevertheless, they were talking about people, adults, ordering Happy Meals and ordering off the kids' menu primarily for value. They want to go out to eat, but they obviously are looking for the best bang for their buck. And insofar as McDonald's is concerned, other than the toys, you get a little bit of food and you get to go out to eat. So it reminded me of the last segment that I talked about when Jack and I went out to eat. The reason I didn't film that part in the restaurant is the speaker, which was piping music, blaring loud at the Milwaukee Burger, was right above us. So, of course, you wouldn't have been able to hear me, and copyright strikes are real things. And I wanted to talk about the inflammation that more than likely was going to happen because I ordered the wings that were cooked in seed oil. So it reminded me of Judge Janine yesterday on The Five when she mentioned that they asked her, "Hey, Judge Janine, what did you think about the McDonald's food?" She says, "I cook at home. I don't eat a lot of this stuff out to eat." Which is kind of sort of like me. I can live in my little dietary bubble as much as possible and stay in my house and eat. But no doubt people will say, "Jerry, aren't you being a little bit of a hypocrite going out to eat on your birthday?" Yes and no. What you didn't see is I had to cut some of the clips primarily for time. Let's be frank, I do long editorial videos, and I know a lot of people don't watch me and may catch just a glimmer of bits and pieces here and there of my op-ed editorial videos. So yes, after going out to eat the next day, I did jump on the scale and I did gain 2 pounds, which are inflammation. I will continue to get on the scale on a daily basis because it keeps me in check. Thomas DeLauer had a video yesterday and I commented a truth of mine in his comments stating I lost 163 pounds twice because, like the definition of insanity, you keep doing the same things over and over again expecting a different result. Well, if I was to be able to go out to eat and expecting that I'd be able to lose weight on a daily basis, that's just crazy. I don't want to go back to do that. So yes, I do have musculoskeletal issues. Greetings again from the conference room. This video is a little displaced because in the next segment, you're going to see that I'm saying goodbye because I'm going to work. But right now, I am at work. And I only have a 10-minute break today because I'm working 4 hours. However, This is what I'm eating in 10 minutes. My overcooked hockey puck. It's really not that bad, but it's not done medium, so it's overcooked. Beef patty, quarter pound, extra sharp cheddar cracker. Not really a cracker. It's cheese that I nukeify for 3 minutes to make it, listen, crisp. And then for my dessert, kind of, sort of, I have 2.5 ounces here of cream cheese. I didn't whip any cream to go with my birthday lemon muffins, cakes. I even saw somebody do a donut on these. These are the Anita bars, the lemon bars. Listen, if you guys have never tried these, they are so good. Yesterday, Jack had his procedure, and as I'm done talking, in the next frame, I'm going to show you what I prepared for him for his lunch. Now remember, he's losing weight his way. More often than not, he's eating his foods and some of the foods that I keto-fy and I make for him. However, today that wasn't the case. Because of his surgical procedure that he had yesterday in his mouth, I had made him not one, but 2 Wonder Bread. The breads were this size of the bread. Smear one side with the Skippy because he likes it. Smear the other side with the Welch's grape jam because he likes that. Put it together, and then I cut it up in 9 little pieces so that he didn't have to bite anything. He could just finger sandwich, peanut butter and jelly, finger sandwich them, pop them in his mouth, and eat them for his lunch. So yesterday, he had these I made for my birthday cake, and he ate them. He didn't squabble too much. They do have some sweetener in them. Allulose is the sweetener in these. But I think for me, it did say that you should use 4 of the lemon packets, the real lemon packets. I use 6 because I like a little zip, a little tang. So that's what I did. I used 6 of them. And because I didn't whip cream, and eating cream and cheese is just not the same. But I like cream cheese. And I don't exactly have 2 of these to make an Oreo. So it is what it is. So in the next frame, you're going to see the creative PB&J crustless sandwich I made for Jack. That's it. I only have, I have 5 minutes left of my break. Gotta hurry and eat. See you later. Hey, greetings everyone. It is Wednesday afternoon at 4:35. I am heading into work later than normal. Typically I work from 1 until 9, but I had stuff to do and appointments. Okay, well, I want to discuss for a few moments the last segment of this video for the day, a topic about YouTube suggesting videos to watch. Not sure the criteria by which they suggest videos, and I'm speaking about other videos, not merely the regular, the ones that I'm subscribed to, but ones that YouTube, for example, wants me to subscribe to. Just getting on the freeway. It's all good. The video came up that was suggested to me was, I think she was a youngish lady. She mentioned the fact that she had a husband and children, and that she doesn't understand why in America it's difficult to get ahead. She mentioned the fact that she was going to cosmetology school and that she also had another job. So I'm thinking, of course, how it used to be back in the day. As I had mentioned in one of my videos last week about people living in the same community where their family is to help raise their family. That was an expression Hillary Clinton, for example, used back in the day, that it takes a village. So with that being said, in the comments, there were people that were pro her side and defending her, stating, yes, it's absolutely true that it is hard to make ends meet in America. And because it was a suggested video, I thought, well, let me read some of the comments to see if I can glean information, not necessarily about this topic, but maybe a little bit about the individual that maybe her subscribers know more about, to make me understand. So the comments, a couple of those were the fact that her husband is not gainfully employed and that they have children. Don't know if it's 2, don't know if it's 8, I don't know. Live with the husband's side of the family. So it made me think, I can relate to that, because that's the way my husband's family did it and my family did it for a period of time. You would stay with grandma or have grandma live with you, etc., based on perhaps finances for this particular lady. But back in the day, in my case, the 60s, or my husband's case, the 50s, you would do with care for your family members. The video was very short. It was only a 5-minute video, and there were a lot of people that disagreed with her position, that said the husband needed to find a job and they needed to get out on their own and survive, etc. So I get how hard it is in today's day and age. Yesterday on a live, one of the ladies was speaking, and she said that she had a $600 electric bill. So it's different wherever people live. I get it. The energy is different the East Coast than it is the West Coast. But it's a matter of finances. You can only spend what you have. And it's very hard for many people to save. I am still saving my $12.34 a day, and I picked that up because, for those of you that haven't followed me on my other channel, it costs me, if I was to get my 4 quarter-pounders at McDonald's, that same price. It would just be over $12, just a hair under $13 to get the 4 quarter-pounders in Wisconsin. So these suggestions from some people kind of made me cringe. I thought, ooh, that's kind of rude. That's nothing that I would put down, albeit many people know how opinionated I am, if you know what I mean. But we can only live in our own shoes. And I personally choose to work because I like to get the nice things in life for the husband and myself. I like to get the dog groomed every 60 days. I like to order meat from Butcher Box or any of the subscription. I don't want to repeat them all because this is not a sponsored video. Any of the other subscription meat companies, or even frankly QVC. But I have to live within my means. So if I was to only have Jack's income, we may be eating a whole lot more ground beef than we would birthday alone was over $50. And granted, that was a splurge. We don't do it that often. However, you throw in a husband and a wife and 2 kids, it's easy at Culver's to drop $80 on fast food for a meal. Very, very easy. But it's also very easy to take 4 or a pound package of ground beef, divvy it up into 4 and make 4 burgers. And if you're so inclined to eat carbohydrates, a family, for example, they can slice up their own potatoes, have their own burgers, etc., and spend way less than $80 just by cooking it at the house. Doesn't include natural gas or electricity either. But I get it. So I thought, let me look at her previous video and try to understand her. And her previous video was one that was talking about if she's fat, or the subject line was, am I fat? And just a couple minutes into that video, I was, oh my goodness, I can't listen anymore. You get to a point, well, I get to a point, Jack gets to a point, that if you keep listening to people that complain all the time, it gets to be too much. I don't know why YouTube suggested her to me, because that's not the type of person that I am. I don't know if it's because maybe YouTube wants me to subscribe and help her financially. I don't know. Far be it for me to understand the algorithms of the YouTube. But do you get the same suggestions for channels like I just did today out of the clear blue? Let me know down below. Are they in the same genre as you do your YouTube channel as? For example, mine in financing and budgeting, and mine in the keto or carnivore space. I don't know, but I'd be interested in hearing your opinions. Okay, that's it. I am almost at the job, and it's almost time, 5 o'clock time for me to clock in. So thanks for riding along with me today. I appreciate it. Take care, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow. Cheers, y'all.